Shalom. First, giving all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, B'Shem Akakadash. All praises due. Peace and salutations to the elect of Israel, the 1/3, you ox and aquat out there listening and learning. Time for another breakdown of the scriptures, brought to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Spirit is leading me to the epistle of Hebrews chapter 12. Hebrews chapter 12. Begin reading at verse 1. It says, "Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us." See, everybody got a different race, man. Everybody got something they dealing with. Everybody got something that's pressing you and testing you. Maybe it's your mama, your daddy, your wife, your kids, all right? Your job, a boss on your job, a co-worker, all right? It's something that's pressing you. That's your race, because it's trying to put pressure on you to get you to take your eyes off of the goodness of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man, all right? But you can't let that weigh you down and take your joy and take what you know to be true. Because, see, all of this is going to pass away. And so what, your credit score is 400, all right? So what, you can't get a stick of gum on credit, okay? Buy it cash. And if you can't get it cash, you don't need it, man, all right? It's like this. If you eating, if you got a roof over your head, all right? If you got, you can get to where you need to go, man, then the scriptures say that the Most High supply all your need according to his riches and glory, all right? All your need, not all you want, all right? All your need. See, a lot of us, we want things that we don't need, and we want to say that we need that, all right? You don't need no Cadillac, all right? Maybe you need to have a old Cutlass or something. I don't know. You know, maybe you need a bus pass. Are you getting to where you need to go? I've been there and done that, man. You know, I got broke down so bad I was riding a bike, all right? My ass was on a bike, riding in the rain, all right? And this is before I was even in the truth. But that's why I know to be thankful for what I have now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta lay aside every weight and sin which does easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. We got to be patient. Your situation haven't changed yet because you're impatient, all right? If any of y'all been parents out there, if you got a son or a daughter where you tell them you're going to let them go outside, do you let them go outside? Let's just say they want to go outside and you said, well, I'll wait about a half hour and I'll let them go out. And they come back 7 minutes. Mommy, can I go outside? Now you done added 10 minutes to it. Get on out of here. I said I'm going to take you outside. 5 minutes later. Mommy, can I go outside? See, if she just went away and then that 30 minutes come and she ain't been back in there, it's all right, get your coat, let's go on outside. You know what I mean? The Most High the same way, man. But as long as we impatient, trying to press them, gonna make you hold on that much longer, man. All right? Soak in where you at, man. Be thankful for what you got. Verse 2. Looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High, man. See, Yahweh Shai had to keep looking toward not the pain that he was going to endure on the cross. He had to look at the blessing it was going to bring after he got through with it. And we got to do the same thing, man. All right? Whatever your cross is, man, you'd be surprised how many people watch you that you'll never know that your life is a written epistle read amongst men. They're going to sit back and see how you handle things, man. Especially if you're professing to be in this faith, in this truth, and to know Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, how you representing them, man. The Apostle Paul said we're ambassadors for Christ. How you representing them, man? Are you representing them as a whiner, as a crier, somebody to give up? Are you representing them as somebody that don't want to work, lazy, you ratchet? Or are you representing them with the class, all right, and the polished professionalism, you know what I'm saying, that'll make him look good, man? So you got to be careful. If you holding this Israelite thing down, man, we got to watch how we reflect the Most High, man, all right? And how we deal with things, how we treat people, okay? It's about balance, all right? But let's keep moving. It said, still in verse 2, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. See, when you truly following Yahushua, it's going to be times where you tempted to be shamed because of his ministry. And I'm going to tell you why. Right now, all through our nation, it's all about keeping the law. If you ashamed to tell them, I don't trust the law, I trust Yahushua, if you ashamed to say that, if you sit around in front and then just try to go along with other Israelites because they say they keeping the law, then you want to sit down with them and all that, then you fronting, man. You know what I mean? Yahushua came here to free us from that. You got to take a stand for him, all right? The way he took a stand for us. He died on that cross between two thieves, man, and only one of the thieves was riding with him. See what I'm saying? I don't give a damn who don't like what I got to say about the law. Because, see, they ain't got no heaven and no hellfire to put me in, but Yahushua do. He came down here. He lived a life, all right? He kept the law perfectly on my behalf. And I believe that. And I believe that no matter what I do, if I believe in him, that he got a place for me, man. All right? And you got to believe the same. And you can't be ashamed to say that. That's what Paul said. I'm not ashamed of the gospel, man. See, law keepers, they want a stake in their salvation. They want to be able to say that, well, yeah, you know, I kept every Sabbath day. I kept every feast day. I kept, you know, so if that's it, then you got your reward. You'll be able to tell everybody that down here. Then when Yahushua come back, man, he don't want to hear that, all right? Because it's about him and what he did. If you could do all that, he wouldn't have had to come down here and go through everything he went through if you could keep it yourself, all right? So ain't no keeping it to your best of your ability. You keep the commandments and you keep the law of liberty, all right? Verse 3, for consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your mind. When you dealing with things, that boss on the job, maybe you got a wicked ass woman at home, or a husband, all right, okay, and or you dealing with a loss of job or something, man. Whatever your cross is that you got to bear right now, in this truth, we supposed to consider Yahushua, man. Think about what he felt like, all right. All of his boys, man, except for John, they all deserted him, man, when he needed them the most. They went and hid in the upper room. And they had walked with him, talked with him, ate with him, broke bread with him, told him they loved him. And I'm not smashing the disciples, man. It was all written that it was going to happen. But just imagine how Yahushua felt, man. He got deserted, okay? He went through all of that for us, man, and he still died for him. So sometimes you're going to have to walk alone, man. Sometimes you're going to have to walk alone, all right? And consider him. Verse 4, ye have not resisted unto blood, striving against sin. Who out here done got their ass whooped, man? Striving against sin. Not one. I know I haven't. You know, I ain't as much as caught a fade to the head, man, over this truth. I done been cussed out. I done been called mean names. You know, which that don't mean nothing to me no way. But, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't been nailed to no cross, man. Come on. Verse 5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou rebuke to him. And there's a reason for that. See, all these people that are living good now, they getting their reward now. So when the Most High chasing us, we haven't got our reward yet. So when he through chastening us and putting us through hell, we gonna get our biscuits at the end. they eating their biscuits along the way. See what I'm saying? Let's keep reading. It say, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he received. So if you catching hell, you in good case. Because he's showing you he loves you. When you raising a child, you put that belt on them when they mess up, right? Because you don't want them to mess up later on in life. You want them to learn their lessons early. See? That's why the scriptures say you're supposed to chasten your children betimes. That means early, while they coming up. Train up a child in the way he should go. All right? So if he's chastening us and he's chastening you, you're going through hard times, all right, then he's building you for something. All right? If you endure, verse 7, if you endure chastening, God dealing with you as sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? All right? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. So if you ain't catching no hell and everything is ice cream and cake, then you need to check your position. But if you a true follower of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man, you got some problems, man. You got something going on. You got something that's making you pull your damn hair out. You got something that's constantly pressing you, because he's going to make sure of that. All right? Verse 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? So whatever your situation is, even though we can't see Yahweh and Yahushua right now, they're orchestrating that to build you. All right? They're trying to get all the whining and complaining and belly aching out of you so that you could be thankful. As long as you complaining and whining and belly aching, it's not spiritual. You're not spiritually minded, man. All right? You're too attached to this world and what it got to offer. You mad because the NFL is canceled. You mad because NBA is canceled. You mad because that whorehouse called the church building is been shut down. Trying to get your attention, man. All right? Verse 10. For they verily for a few days chased us after their own pleasure. But he, for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. You can't get to a holy state of mind without getting chastised by the Most High, man. It's impossible. Because he's going to put you through some things that's going to make you see life totally different. All right? He's going to put you through some things that's going to strip all the complaining off of you and belly aching and whining. He's going to break you down to the point where you thankful, man, to get up, be in your own state of mind, have your mobility. All right? You know, you might only be able to eat at 7-Eleven on your lunch break like I did, man. Shit, that was my 5-star restaurant. All right? I was just happy to have something to eat, because there was a time when I was working, I was having a rough time, and I was married to this damn gorilla, and she had my ass broke, man. I couldn't even buy a bottle of water. All right? So now, I'm thankful, man, for what I got. And I'm not saying I wasn't thankful back then, but he put me through some things to let me see it's not about the material, man. All right? Verse 11. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. See, if you in it right now, it don't feel good. But afterward, it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. You got to see it to the end, man. You got to see it to the end. You got to ride the train all the way out and get off at your station. All right? That's what you got to do. You can't quit, man. You got to have a can't stop, won't stop attitude, man. All right? He not doing this to break you. He doing it to build you up. Verse 12. Wherefore lift up the hands which hang down and feeble knees. Fix yourself, man. Fix your posture. Don't be moping, complaining, murmuring, whining. You know, that ain't the way to go. Because he's still on the throne, man. Consider R.O.I. He never said a mumbling word. Imagine living your whole life knowing that you gonna get nailed to the cross, man. Physically. You know they're gonna pierce your hands, your feet. You're gonna get whipped. You're gonna get beat, spit on, embarrassed. Imagine knowing that, and then you gotta endure that your whole life and then end up there, man. We don't know what's gonna happen to us. And we can't even handle that when we get it. All right? Verse 13. And make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed. Follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. All right? We got to have a balance, man, where we try to move through this world, all right, and not make no extra waves. All right? Verse 15, looking diligently lest any man fail of the grace of God, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you, and thereby many be defiled. See, I'm gonna let y'all in on something. That's my struggle right there. I have been bitter about some things, and I got to get better with that. Just because y'all see my face on this YouTube don't mean that I'm not dealing with stuff too, man. I done been through a bunch of stuff that have it will make you bitter. I'm not gonna sit here and say it don't. But you know, we get to healing through the scriptures to try to better ourselves. You know what I mean? And that goes for me too, not just y'all. It's for the one that's speaking it first, and then to everybody else. The word is for me first. A lot of times I'm just talking to myself, man. But, you know, it is what it is. You don't want the root of bitterness springing up, because you contaminate yourself because you get a bad vibration, and then you put that bad vibration out, then you affect other people, man. All right, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. For ye are not come unto the mount that might be touched, and that burn with fire, nor unto blackness and darkness and tempest, and the sound of a trumpet, which the voice of words was voiced that they heard, entreated that the words should not be spoken to them anymore. See, we wasn't there when our ancestors in the ancient days challenged Moses and said that they wanted the Most High to speak to him directly. See, when the Most High came through, man, he came down on one of them chariots, and he made them fast for 3 days, remove all the animals off the hill, because when he came down, man, he set the whole mountain on fire, man. They was about to get it, you know, for flip mouthing the Most High, man. We ain't been through nothing like that, all right? But verse 20 says, for they could not endure that which was commanded, and if so much as a beast touch the mountain, it shall be stoned or thrust through with a dart. See, they had to clean the whole mountain off, man. That's how they used to have to get down, all right, to have some communion with the Most High. But us, through R.O.I, man, all we got to do is pray, and on our behalf, he communicates with the Father, man. We ain't got to go through all of that, man. All right? So we can't despise the chastening of the Most High, man. All right? And when we petition R.O.I, he will give us the strength to endure whatever challenge that we're dealing with. All right? Verse 22. But ye are come unto Mount Zion, and unto the city of the living God, the heavenly Jerusalem, and to an innumerable company of angels, to the general assembly and church of the firstborn which are written in heaven, and to God the judge of all, and to the spirits of just men made perfect. And how are we made perfect? We made perfect through the sufferings that we go through here that teach us about balance and about life and about the goodness of the Most High. All right, let me get a precept for that. This is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 10. It's a lot. You know what? I'm going to kick it up to verse 8 and then read down to verse 10. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour, whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. We all going through something, right? But verse 10, but the God of all grace, whom have called us unto his eternal glory by Hamashiach Yahushai, after that you have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, and settle you. So he's putting you through all this hell so they can get everything out of you that's not like him, so that he can settle you down. All right? So, hey, stay the course and don't quit, because you can't fail if you don't quit. See it through to the end. Keep pressing toward the mark. All right? You're not going to die. Most High not going to put nothing on you to have you in a crazy house. All right? Some kind of way it's going to work out. He's watching you and he's got you, man. The Most High knows how. Let me get that precept. This is 2 Peter 2 and 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation. He know how to get you out of where you at, man. He know how to get your credit score to 700. He know how to get you off that job. He know how to get you out that apartment. He know how to get you out that raggedy ass car. He know how to get you from under that boss that's needling you and making things hard. He know how to do all of that, man. Don't think for a minute he don't. All right? But it also says, the Lord knows how to deliver the godly out of temptations and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. So, it's up to you. Do you want to be a whiner and a complainer? Or do you want to let the Most High work that work on you to get you established so that he can settle you, so that we can start preparing to get out of here, man? That's what it's all about. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. All right, so stay the course, man. I pray that this message has been edifying unto you, and I pray that you're encouraged. These are some rough times we live in. It's wicked all around us. You know, got wickedness on the job. All right, we got wickedness, you know, in the marketplace. Just wickedness everywhere, all on TV. So we gotta learn to lay aside those weights, man, and keep pressing toward the mark, the way Yahushua did. That's our master teacher. All right, and he had a hard time, but he made it. And he said no servant is greater than his master, man. So because he went through things, we gonna have to go through things, but at least we know we ain't gonna get nailed to the cross at the end. We get to pick our cross up and carry it. He was nailed to his. All right, so I pray that this message has been edifying. All right, and that you're encouraged. So I just like to say, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, peace and salutations to the 1/3 and the elect, to you ox and aquat out there listening and learning. Bless you, and until next time, Matthias is out.